right, so let me show you something very cool that you can do on high level without HTML or JavaScript. We're just going to be using CSS. This took me quite a while to figure out, but I'm just making this video so that if you're building a website on high level, you can go ahead and use what I'm going to show you and build better websites for your own business or your clients. I'm going to show you this image carousel that you see on a lot of SaaS companies or tech companies. It has a very cool effect of the logos moving from the right hand of the screen to the left, making it very interactive as the user scrolls down and hovers their mouse over it. Not only does it stop, but it changes the color very neatly as well. I'm going to show you how to do this from scratch. Let me go to the website editor and I want to go ahead and create that for my website. Maybe I want to show my testimonials or maybe past clients that I have worked with. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new section. It's going to be a 1-column section. And here, what I'm going to do is just write the text that I want to show. Okay, now that I've done that, I'm going to go ahead and create a new section where I'm going to actually put the logos and have them move side by side. And click new this. I'm going to do a 1-column row. And here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add different images. The way that we get this effect to work is that, let's say in this case, there are 6 logos that I want to put on my website. I actually need to go ahead and create double the amount of images, and you'll see why in just a sec. So let me just do that and show you what that looks like. Okay, so I've added the 12 placeholders for my logos. What I'm going to do is start adding the first one. So let me click here, find this logo right here. And we want to do it so that the logos are in the right order when they repeat. And it's important because they will make the transition smooth and easy. There won't be any like mismatches. So what I'm going to do is take this logo. I'm going to add it here as well. I'm going to go to the next one, repeat this process, and then you get the idea. All right, so you see that I've added the 12 images for the 6 logos, and I'm going to say first, before we start working on the animation, let's say I wanted to make this of a different color. I would just click on the section, select the color that I want. Let's say I want this light gray. Now, to animate the icons without using JavaScript or HTML, I have this Notion document here with all of my website resources that I've been building as I build websites for different businesses. So we're going to be using this one specifically. Click here. Now, there's this piece of code here that I'm going to copy. And I'm not going to go ahead and explain the entire code, but we'll take a look when I paste it here on the editor. So let me just go back. We would click custom CSS icon here. Now, if you're using a template or if you've already added some custom CSS, you would have something here. In this case, this is a brand new website, so there is nothing. I'll go ahead and paste the code and hit save. Now, as you see, the animation is not working yet. And the reason why is because the code, if you take a look right here, has some rows and columns that are kind of being called, but we're not referencing the right ones. So we have to go back, select, for instance, the column, and then down here, select the CSS selector, copy that, and then go back to the code. And now here, replace it. So we see that the column is being called here. We can just replace it. Hit save. And the same for the row. So we can just select the row, go to advanced, copy that right here, go back to the custom CSS, and then scroll all the way to the bottom here. As you see, we have to change it here. We also need to change it here. I believe that is it. So if we hit save, you see that the effect works. So let's go ahead and preview it. So now I'm here on my website. You see that the icons are moving. What's cool is that as you scroll and you hover your mouse over it, the carousel stops, so it makes it a little bit more user interactive. Very, very cool for your high-level websites. In this case, I have 6 logos. Let's say you wanted 4, or you wanted 3, or maybe you wanted more than 6. The way to do this is go back here. For now, it's moving, so it's going to be tricky for you to add or replace logos. What I like to do is go ahead and cut this from here. You can paste it somewhere that you don't lose it. Save. And you see that this is not moving. So if I wanted to delete, let's say the Apple logo in this case, I would delete it here, but I will also go ahead and delete it here to make sure that the effect still looks nice and is smooth. I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and click step back, but that's how you would do it. What I'm going to do last now is show you what this code is. I'm not going to go through all of the details. I don't think it's relevant for you to know, but I'm just going to show you where you need to pay attention to kind of customize it and make it more your own based on what you want. So the first thing that I want to show you is this line right here. And this is just where you'd be able to adjust the speed. So you see that right now it's 30, but if I was to do 10, It's going to make it so that the effect repeats every 10 seconds. So it's going to be much, much faster. I'm going to click save and you'll see what I mean. You see that the icons are moving way too fast. Totally up to you how you want your website to look. But in my opinion, it's a little bit too fast, maybe distracted, and it can potentially be overwhelming for the user. Let's say you wanted to use this on a different website or a different page. Now, instead of having to do it from scratch, as I've just shown you, I'm going to show you how you can save it as a template and then be able to use it and change logos. So maybe on one place you have it with 6 logos for something, but then for a different website, whether it be for your clients or something else, you have it maybe for 4 logos and they're different. So the way to do this is you would go back here, you would select the section itself, click this save icon right here, and now save it as a template. Hit save. So if I wanted to add it to a different website, I would just click that website, go ahead to the place where I want to add it. And let's say I wanted to add it down here right after this companies that we've delivered food for section. What I would do is I would just go here, select this plus icon, go ahead to section templates, find the template that I've used, drag it, and then you would see that I already have my template ready to go. I can change the images, and then once it's ready, do what I just showed you earlier in the video, which would be copying that code, pasting it on the custom CSS, and make sure that you change the rows to the right one so you have the right one selected. And as you see, very simple. You have the effect working on a different website if you're able to save it as a template. So you see this website that I've shown you on a different video, how I added some cool effects, and now you see the different logos right here as well. So that is how you're able to create this carousel, add it to your high-level websites, make them better, be able to show the companies that you work for, or maybe your partners in a better way. If you want this template right here with all of the different pages, the animations, the section right here, or if you want to get my Notion template where I have all of my web design resources, I have a bunch of different ones that I keep using over and over to build better websites on high level. Go ahead and click the link in the description and get your own copy. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this valuable, and I'll see you in my next video.